Dear friends, I'm sorry that I cannot be there with you to discuss and analyze the first 30 years of Spain in the European Union. To look back through 30 years in a few minutes is a difficult task, but I think a few considerations are imperative. It is remarkable how Spanish citizens have avoided using the flaws of the European Union as a tool to turn their back to Europe. After 30 years, there is really no space for Euroscepticism in Spain. This can be explained through a number of reasons. First, Spain has made the most of the opportunities offered by integration. It has made excellent use of the single market, of its regional policy, of its trade policy, and of its research funds to close the gap with the rest of the Union and become a world leader in a number of sectors, from tourism to renewable energy, from the transport sector to infrastructure. Secondly, Spanish citizens understood that their European vocation was part and parcel of their democratic transition. As important as the free movement of goods, services and capital, Spanish people embraced the freedoms and values which Europe would bring or reinforce. The free movement of people, freedom of the press, the fight against discrimination, equality and solidarity. Thirdly, the process of Europeanization has not just been an economic one. Rather, it has been a legal, institutional, political and cultural one. Spanish institutions, starting from its monarchy, have defended and advanced European integration. Successive Spanish governments have rightly used Spain's European vocation to forge and fortify the new constitutional settlement which was to emerge from the transition. Fourthly, Spain has not just been shaped by Europe, but it has also shaped Europe. Spain has often emerged as a model for the rest of the Union. In its fight against terrorism, for example, Spain has showed how to protect its citizens without trampling on civil liberties. When we look at the integration of migrants and minorities, such as the Roma, few countries can boast such a welcoming, progressive and successful record. The EU has also benefited from Spain's accession, especially in international relations, such as in its relations with Latin America. I will not attempt to paper over problems. More than 1 European in 10 remains jobless, 1 in 5 in Spain. The situation of our youth is of the utmost concern. It is not just the lack of jobs which is a problem, but also the quality of the new employment which is created. At the general economic level, the governments and supervisory structures have been reformed, yet more has to be done to ensure that Europe is truly equipped to face any potential unforeseen future crisis and to fight tax evasion, tax fraud and tax dumping, which costs billions to citizens and states. And now Europe is now confronted with a refugee crisis of unprecedented proportions. The challenges ahead are tough and numerous. Spain's EU membership has been a success, but our efforts to build a better, stronger and resilient union should not stop and should not be reversed. In these difficult times, when many in other countries use the EU as a permanent scapegoat, it is a relief to know that we can count on Spain and on Fundación Alternativas for their continued support and understanding of the European Union's potential. You should be proud of this track record. I wish you all the best for your conference